Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Pirates. So, what with the release of Thunder in my Junction, we got Malcolm, the new Malcolm, who's got eyes. Every time we cast a second spell, each turn we investigate. We also got a new Reckless Lackey. So, this is a 1 mana, 1/2 haster. That also has first strike. That's, power creep is real. 1/2 haster, first strike. We can also pay 3 to sack it to get a treasure token. And draw a card. Alright, so this is a really good card on its own, just for an aggro deck. But we also got a new Breeches, the Blastmaker. Menace 3/3, 3 mana 3/3. Whenever we cast a second spell, we can sack an artifact. If we do, flip a coin. If it's a heads, we copy it. If it's tails, then we deal damage to any target equal to its CMC. So what's funny about this is heads or tails, we get value. It's not like heads you win, tails you lose. We win either way. It's just heads is a better win. Tails is a slightly less better win, but still good. So you can combo Breeches with Kitesail Larcenist, and then you can either deal 3 damage or copy a card. Copy another Kitesail. That's great. Right? You can also do that with Staunch Crewmate. And then if you get heads, you get 2 crewmates that looks up top 8 for 2 pirates. Yeah, insane pirate fast deck. Now, curve out on 3. So let's talk about the whole deck list. I'm going to take the removal and a counterspell off to the side first and talk about the aggressive tempo plays. We got 4 Spyglass Siren, 4 Goblin Tomb Raider, 4 Reckless Lackey. So ensuring us having a turn 1 play. If you don't have a turn 1 play, better mulligan into 1 because this deck is fast. Turn 2, we're going to have 4 Staunch Crewmates, 3 Schooner, 3 Captain Storm, and 3 Malcolm the Eye. The reason why I have 3s is because they are legendary. You don't want to have too many because you can't have both of them in play. Well, you can have both of these in play, but you can't have more than 1 in play of each. The Schooner, not a tempo play, right? Just because it's 3/4 does not mean you get to attack with it the next turn. So you gotta wait till you have a creature to crew it, and that means that the creature that's crewing it is an attack, and that's why the Schooner, it's a good card, but you definitely don't want to have too many in a deck. That will slow you down. Then in the 3-drop, 4 Kitesail Larcenist, 4 Breeches, or 4 Breeches, the Eager Pillager, and just 1 Breach, the Blastmaker. So yeah, we definitely want these. As definitely this Breach is crazy value every time you pirate attack. You get 1 of 3 triggers: token or treasure token, a creature can't block, and then a exile a top card. You get to play it this turn. So you get to actually really aggressively tempo out your attackers, even if they have blockers on board. That's crazy. That's what makes this pirate deck so good, right? Without Breeches, this pirate deck is trash. Alright, and then we have 2 Spell Pierce to counter their potential board wipe, and 2 Voltage Surge to surge their voltage, I guess. Well, idea is that if there's something we want to remove, we can Voltage Surge it. And what's better is that you can copy your Voltage Surge with Breeches to deal more damage. If you get heads, you get to deal 8 damage by sacrificing a treasure or a clue token. And if you get tails, you get to deal 5 damage by sacrificing like a clue token or a map token. So yeah, Voltage Surge is a lot better now with Breeches. And then the land base, we got 22 lands, very aggressive deck. 2 island, 2 mountain, 1 Otawara, 1 Sokenzan, 2 Restless Spire, 4 Shivan Reef, 2 Spirebluff, or actually 4 Spirebluff Canal. I just don't have the new ones. Right? I'll have 4 of the new ones, I think. Yeah, so that's why I have 2 old ones, 2 new ones. And then 2 Stormcarved Coast, 4 Cavern of Souls, naming Pirates. Pirates. Right, so one thing you gotta remember, don't have too many Stormcarved Coasts in your deck because that's slow. And look, they're all 1-drops. You want to be able to play 1-drops on turn 1. And same thing for Restless Spire, right? You don't want to have too many Restless Spire. So there's 2 Spire, 2 Coast. Everything else definitely comes into play untapped, and hopefully we can win the game that way. That's really all I got about the deck. Let's go into the games. Alright, our first opponent is gonna be the Toxic and Salty Bruh. Well, he's toxic and salty, and I am screwed by the shuffler. We got 12 1-drops. They gave us a Spell Pierce. Oh man. Alright. This is worse. But okay. Keep 6. We'll put back a captain. Yeah, we'll put back a cap. Or do I put back a Breeches? Put back a Breeches. They're probably going to remove the captain. That's my thought process. Oh, it didn't matter. Big one. Yay, I got damage. This is not haste, right? Take another one. Only ping lands. Just why not? No more lies. I mean, you gotta worship some sort of god to make your opponent have these kind of draws. This is just horrendous. Look, only ping lands. I'll just show them one more. First strike. I mean, not first strike. No haste. Oh, I get to attack. Okay, so what do I get? Treasure, can't block, or library? Treasure. Wow, it's a fairy.
I could explain what I'm about to do, but I'd rather show than tell. And some think time only flows in one direction.
Alright, no haste. This can attack. Do I just double attack? Or do I Spyglass Siren? Target a pirate, I guess. I don't know. Siren? Both first strike.
Now what?
We'll play the Lackey? Or do we... Wait, when do I play it? You may play it this turn. That's not good. I'm just gonna get Sunfall on mine, aren't I? Alright, I'm not gonna use the treasure. Soaring. Planeswalker deck.
No cost is too great. When my people savage, I bring my own army.
Alright, well, I'll play the land. And then we will pump Captain Storm. Maybe I even get one. Nah, I don't want to. It's kind of slow. Alright, so this is flying. Actually, no. This and this. Everything else go here. I only get 3 triggers. Treasure. Target creature can't block. Artifact, huh? Well, guess I'll pump this one. I don't know.
What's one more garage?
Am I all first strikes? There goes my spell pierce. Would have been nice to have that. Well, I don't think it matters if I can exile something. Everything just gets removed. Alright, time to reload. Crewmates? Crewmates? Spyglass. Pirate. Breeches. Treasure. Exile the top. Target creature can't block. I can't target anything. Oh, I can submit 0. Well, I can't even not do this. Alright, well, I guess Spyglass Siren can't block this turn. Wow, after I get all that value? That can't be right. Alright, I can only play it this turn, so might as well do it. What's their last card? Rafine Tower? Right, didn't play anything. I need to play 2 cards, right? So let's... look up what we can get. Otawara. That's interesting. It's 4 mana for Otawara, which means... oh, this is legendary. So 3 mana for Otawara. I can actually bounce his creatures. Get back to your hand. Now Schooner. We can Schoon. Wow, we won! All that board wipe and we still won. Yay, Pirates. We found the 1 park. Okay, our opponent's gonna be Sinawin. Oh, somebody is Gen Z all the way up. I don't know how I can go first. Like, I played the most aggressive deck I can think of. Just because I'm not mono red. I mean, last game if we went first, we would have wrecked our opponent a lot faster, but this time at least we have a 1-drop into a 2-drop. Spirebluff into a Goblin Tomb Raider. Whoa, a Pylon. Did not expect that. It's a plot deck? Goldwing Hydra. This card, it's a $20 card. Vigilance, Trample, Haste. Enter the battlefield with +1/+1 counter, X +1/+1 counter, and when it dies, you make treasure. And we'll be kind of sad if it doesn't die. I mean, that's none of these are haste, right? So I should just attack first. Oh, Malcolm is haste. Let's crewmate it up. Maybe we can get some good cards. I want to put Malcolm in another card. That way I can investigate. If he wants to kill one of these cards, I am not opposed to it. If he wants to play a card that I can kill, I like that even more. Ow! You lousy desert, you. Alright, I guess we Malcolm this. Right, we rather than... Actually, no, I think I... Do I Breeches? Do I... Other Breeches? Do I another crewmate? Because right now I can't play anything. So if I play Breeches, he'll kill Breeches, and I'm just not doing anything this turn and dealing 3 damage. If I beat this Breeches, I don't get to cast a second spell, so I'm also not doing anything. It's definitely gonna just kill it. I mean, it makes sense. But there's nothing else I can do here. If he doesn't kill Breeches, I'd be so surprised, right? Bitter Triumph. Wow, okay. Discards a card. I need another land. This was my turn 3, so I didn't miss a land drop, but I definitely need a land right now. And if he plays Shieldred, I'm going to be so far behind. If I can get a land, though, I'm going to be ahead. So, that's really weird. How one land in an aggro deck is going to turn the tide. Oh, he plotted a card, and I get a land. Let's get a pirate. So, I want a Malcolm and crewmate, right? Because this does not enter the battlefield as I cast my second spell. So, yes, I want a Malcolm, and I want a crewmate to investigate. And now I can get, do I get a schooner or a Spyglass Siren? Let's get a schooner. Alright, it's 2-2 or 4-3. Both of those are pretty good. And he's gonna get a Rhino? Yeah. Reach Trample. Pretty scary. 5-5 Reach Trampler. Alright, so I get to Breeches. Copy that spell. You may choose a new target. When you lose a flip, it deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target. But he has exactly 5 mana, right? So, I could kill it. The thing is, I don't know if he has any protection. Does he have protection in that deck? First I investigate. It's got a worm. Wait, what? Sacrifice an artifact. Copy the spell, so I get to kill this. Alright. This is a 12-11 trample. Jeez. Well, I'm not blocking a 12-11 trample, right? Bring him to 5. I don't die from a 12 damage attack. And he will die from a 5 damage swing. Anywhere. This is Menace, so he needs 2 blockers. Now he's got a reach blocker. Let's see what else he has. A Hydra? Does he attack? He doesn't attack. Oh boy, he's gonna regret that. So this is reach, right? This is not reach. If I Kitesail Larcenist, then this card goes away, and he just got a Hydra. Alright, so I want to have a second spell whenever an artifact enters the battlefield. If I do this, I won't have enough mana for a second spell. So I will Kitesail Larcenist. Maybe we'll just larceny up the 11-11. Alright, but this commits a crime. So target up to 1 artifact or creature I control. And up to 1 artifact creature they control. Ah, GG. They're thinking about how they're gonna block. They can't, and then they lose. Yay, Pirates. Alright, our opponent's Jason Voorhees. Of course, we don't get to go first. That would be insane. Just turn 1 Raw Priest. Don't even think about it. Their hand must be busted. Jawbone Duelist turn 2. Alright. Just pirate it up. Ugh. Don't even know what's going on. Alright, didn't want to play a 3rd land and play something good? Feel the wrath of Breeches. I don't know why I play an island instead of Stormcarved Coast. For some reason I thought it would be a tap land. Okay. Infectious Bite it is. This will be a tap land. I guess we'll Malcolm first and see if we need to play a untapped land, right? Yeah, Malcolm first. Create a treasure. We'll exile the top card of our library. Can't play it. Fun. Do I need this treasure? I don't. This is a free land. Yeah, I don't care about this life. Bloated Contaminator. Very scary. Sack this to draw a card. We're getting flooded here, and it's not really nice. Yeah, flood. The flood is real. That's a dead card. So we will attack with 2. Hope that we get something. Alright. Can't block. Exile the top card of our library. Would it be another land? It's not another land at least. We'll play the Goblin Tomb Raider. For free. Spirebluff Canals for free. I can actually play a second Breeches. Gives me an investigate token, right? Do I want to do that? Why not? You can double block this way. See if he has removal. An infectious bite. Is that an instant? It is an instant. Tyvar stand. Okay. That gets rid of a lot of our cards. Unfortunately. But that does mean he's tapped out. Well, not tapped out, but he can't block. So, Staunch Crewmate? Maybe we can get a good haster. Another Malcolm's not very useful. Captain. Captain, oh captain. Oh captain, my captain. Get out. Alright, we beat the turn 1 Rock Priest deck. It's fun. Our opponent's gonna beat the Imurigana. Oh my god! You go first? Never in the history of going second has I ever gone first. You can scream. I can scream. Gotta be careful, because that's not a land I want to use. So, Staunch Crewmate first. What am I gonna get? Kitesail Larcenist, Breeches, Captain. Larcenist is pretty good. Stops him from whatever he played next turn. But Breeches copies a spell. Now, let's get the Larcenist. We'll also get a map token and a treasure. Not a treasure, a clue token. Man, we got map, treasures, clues all over the deck. Temporary lockdown. Well, would have helped if I had a counterspell there, but you know, these things happen. Best top deck they could got. They get a Pugnacious Hammerskull. Recast it. If I attack with Malcolm here, I can make it so that this can't block and I get a treasure. That's not good enough, right? So I won't lose my Breeches, honestly. If I attack with Malcolm here, I can make it so that this can't block and I get a treasure anyways. just gets 2 extra damage in. Target creature can't block. Create a treasure. Would you like to block my Breeches? He doesn't. Definitely turn that into a treasure. Turn this into a treasure. Now I have Spell Pierce open. Stupid temporary lockdown. Fight club deck. Can't fight the club. Spell Pierce. And it's gone. Now what? A lot of damage coming in on their side. That is a dead draw if I ever seen one. So that's only 7 damage. Treasure. Target creature can't block. Exile the top card of my library. It's a land. He's at 2, which dies to a lot of aggro cards. If he wants a Sunfall or something. Appraiser. What do you get? Oh, that's so good. The Lightning Helix. Is he gonna kill the Larcenist? He's gonna kill Breeches. If he kills Breeches, it's very wrong, but he doesn't know what I have in my hand, right? He's at 5 now. Just 1 more damage. Would have done it with just 1 more damage. Let's get a treasure. Exile the top card of our library. Another land. Why didn't you say so? The thing is, if I had any spell there, at least I would have investigated. But can't do it. What does he have now? I mean, he played a Geological Appraisal last turn, which probably means he doesn't have Quintorius in his hand. Could have top deck Hellish Norn. Alright. No ETB triggers. GG. That's a way better GG than the other GG. Okay, our opponent's gonna be Jazz Gen 1. Gen 1 Jazz? Well, at least Gen 1 Jazz gets to go first. Good for them. Another one of these? What's going on today? Everyone I played basically takes an hour to mulligan. Is there a qualifier coming up? Boros with a ping land. I'm going in. Warden. Still has a play. Warden. Schooner. Alright, main face. Resolute reinforcement. Tap all their cards. Keep to the top. He's not gonna attack, is he? He is. He is gonna attack. Yep. That just happened. I do it again. mean, our opponent might just be dumb enough to do it again, so who knows. Kept to the top, probably a tap land. Main phase resolute reinforcement. Still has no idea how flash works. Okay. To the bottom this time. Does not attack anymore. Good. Alright, this is not haste. I don't need to use it to attack. But I do want another attacker, right? So I want to make this not able to block. I also want to be able to check what's the top card of my library. So let's get this in here. I don't need to attack with the schooner, to be fair. Treasure. Can't block. Exile the top card. That's a Spell Pierce. All first strikes, except that one. Alright, now we can staunch our crewmate. Wow, that whiff. Get a whiff of that whiff. We're going to the wiffle ball tournament with all those whiffs. I'm out of the way to say whiff. So I could use this to buff my crewmate. I guess I can do that. I'm gonna buff this. Spyglass Siren. Don't need another one of those. Another Warden. To the top. Lethal Demolition. That, sure. Do you want to attack? I mean, I have no idea what our opponent's doing, but definitely not playing Boros, that's for sure. What was that? That glitch in the Matrix. I can turn the treasure into a treasure. Take one of those out. Alright, do we want to turn one of these into a treasure? That's damage that I'm missing. So no, none of that, please. Can't block. Top card. Another Lackey. No blocks. Does he know he can block? Maybe he doesn't know he can block. I could have also played a Breeches Blastmaker. But, you know, let's see what he wants to do. This is a Boros deck with removal. I mean, you can case it. You can pay for the ward with the case. It would be funny if he paid for the ward with his warden. Just forgot how it works. I mean, just look at his avatar. Look at the way he plays the game. He probably does not know how to play this game. It's just putting it out there. Yeah, great train robbery. You robbed it, all right. What can I even do? Let's see. Choose target opponent. Whenever a creature deal combat damage to the player. Okay, so he doesn't want to do that. He can get +1/+1 first strike. I'm at 20, so he can't really kill me this turn anyways. He wants to do the Boros thing, but he does not know how to play Boros. And he has Windscar Crag for a land. So never put this in your Boros deck. That will slow you down way too much. That's all I got. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you've seen those pirated games, how did you feel about it? I think this deck is very fast. I love it, and I think this can give a lot of the aggressive decks a good running for the top of the metagame. Of course, this is a very luck-based still because you have to be able to get your Goblin out into templing into either Captain Storm or Malcolm and templing into Breeches. And it sounds hard, but you see all those games how easy that happens because that's all the deck has, right? You got the 1-drop, you got the 2-drop, you got the 3-drop. You go 1, 2, 3 like regular aggro decks go. Hitting your 1, 2, 3 gets you very far ahead. Now, of course, I cut out a few games that I lost because I was not on the play, I was on the draw, and our opponent's aggro, so they killed us before we killed them. And that happens a lot with aggro games, right? Even if you play mono red, right? The strongest aggro deck out there, if your opponent has the exact same deck and they got to go first, they'll beat you because that's just how Magic goes. Really, I still think this deck is fun though, so you can try it if you like the aggro shell. And it's an aggro shell with removal. It's an aggro shell with removal in terms of Kitesail Larcenist, exactly what I said, right? Kitesail Larcenist, and also removal in terms of Voltage Surge. And because we have blue, we have Spell Pierce. Not only do we have Spell Pierce to counter their big board wipe, we have Spell Pierce to threaten their big board wipe. So they have to really think about, oh, do I want to play the board wipe this turn? Maybe they have a Spell Pierce, or if we have a blue mana or treasure token open, they're gonna be, hesitant on playing something that make them play sub-optimally. That's how I feel about this deck, right? I always like aggressive deck that has blue mana because it's kind of like the Izzet Delver combo where your opponent is always thinking about what you could have even if you don't have it. That's all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.